Hello, my name is Tommy, and this is Everything About Nothing.
And
Nothing about everything.
And these are my co-hosts, my humble partners in crime.
Oscar, and I have not committed a crime yet.
And I'm fitting, and I am thinking about it.
And we have to emphasize on that yet from Oscar's point. And we are a new podcast, right?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we want to take you into our lives to talk about some fun topics and the fun ideas we have about bullshittery things.
Captivating starts.
I think we nailed this, especially the part where today's topic. Tommy, save us. What are we talking about today?
Wait.
I believe we talk about dwarves, the fantasy dwarf, right?
Apparently.
Yeah. I don't know how we came up with this topic, but we were looking through our list of topics to talk about, and this was not on the list.
So that's what we're gonna talk about.
Exactly.
Short, stocky, little dwarf fellas who are fucking strong.
Did you say stocky?
Yeah, they are.
What does that mean?
They're built like a fucking tank.
Is that stocky?
We have a fact checker.
Yeah, sure, but I believe it's like the beanstalk, just long and slanky.
Damn, that would be a shit dwarf in combat.
They were very fucking fast.
Stocky, long and thin.
Alright, I remember the dwarf being stocky.
Like the stalk of a plant.
Damn, how the hell did I get this so wrong?
I don't know.
The bulkiest, most compact
The
creature.
most compressed creature.
Just,
That's stocky.
Well, hell.
yeah, that's like, oh no. Not even close to being stocky. They're not even lengthy. That's like their whole ideal race thing.
Yeah, let's make this into a Google argument because I spelt it the way I wanted to, and it's broad and sturdily built.
How the fuck did you spell it then?
Stocky.
Stoky?
Stocky.
Wait,
No,
once more?
O-C-K. Are you playing hockey?
I'm not playing hacky. It's not hacky sack with an O. It's with an A.
Wait, how did you spell it?
Well, like that.
S-T-O.
S-T-O-C-K-Y.
C-K-Y.
Stocky, not stocky.
Stocky.
Stocky. Like a stock, like the stem of a tree, a stalk.
No, that would be stocky.
No,
Like a stalk.
like a stock, like the Swedish word stock. Well, that's not.
Welcome to Stockholm. It's long and thin.
Damn, I want to see a long, thin branch. Oh shit!
Sure you do.
Sure you do, buddy. Yeah. Okay. So stocky.
Stocky.
Is thin. Is
Yes,
thin.
stocky.
Stocky.
Stocky is the thing you wanted.
Yeah.
Stocky is the thin branch from
Yes.
a plant.
Slenderman is stocky,
Yeah.
and dwarves are stocky.
Indeed.
Yeah, but it's more like a stock, right? That's what you were thinking.
Yeah, a stock of piles or whatever.
What? A stock of you're.
This is my stock. My inventory. This is my stock.
Oh, stock. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but you say it with an A.
Look, it's my Baltimore accent. Okay, don't be
You're not
telling
even,
me stuff like this.
You're not even English speaker.
Yeah,
like,
I would call it like stacky, like a stack of things.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but
I love it when I spell O and you call it like an A. Straight up A.
Fair enough.
So I'm straight up gonna A this O.
Yeah, it is no. So we're talking about the original short stacks dwarves.
Hey! Someone gets it.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, right?
Well, I mean,
I love them.
I mean, I never did, but the more I think about them, I kind of do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
are cool.
But they're like moles. They are built like moles, but more muscular.
Yeah, they're short.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like when you initially think of dwarf, you see like, okay, so it's a short, fat, bearded man.
Hell yeah.
And
I
it's
don't
like-
see fat.
And come on, they drink. They
Sure.
eat.
The thing is, they are very lean for their compressed fucking figure, though.
Well, we'll get to it. Alright, so but they're just a short, hairy man.
Basically,
That's
I think,
when you just think dwarf.
I would say that's the dwarf is like the ultimate dad bod, but shorts.
But they don't have a belly like that, boss. They have the fucking 8-pack.
Do they?
Yeah.
But point being, like, when you think about like fantasy raid, you have these like mythical elves and all these like this broad tusky orcs, and it's just like, and then we got the short hairy man. It's like not cool. But then you see what people do with dwarves, and it's like, okay, that's pretty rad.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the simpleness of.
Yeah.
And what is more simple than just run up to a big orc and just fucking cap their kneecap? With a fucking axe?
Go for the ankles.
Yeah, but they literally, with their strength, they just cleave that fucking kneecap with like butter. Like,
Yeah.
It goes right through, and they will incapacitate every kind of creature that is bigger than them.
Yeah, and this is like dwarves apparently are come in a lot of different flavors. Like, how short is a dwarf?
I would say 130, 140 max.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because are they like up to your ribs, or are they up to your hips, or are they even shorter?
I'm pretty tall, so maybe my hips.
Because they can't be too short, because then you go into like gnome territory.
Yeah, that is too small for. And they are also gnomes are more like they nimble and like sneaky. I don't think dwarfs could be, in the sense of fantasy, be sneaky.
Well, I mean, technically it depends on the fantasy, but you can have a sneaky dwarf. But the dwarves are depicted in fucking full plate armor.
Yeah.
That's not sneaky.
No. And I mean, they are bulky and stuff. They have this. They're. If you compare it to how breeding works, they are like a pit bull, right? They are hard. It's hard for them to walk. It might be hard for them to like navigate their limbs in a nimble way, because they are like DNA'd or bred like it. So.
And this is exactly why I previously brought up the idea that of the gorilla bod for the dwarves, because like you think about it, like you don't really think of their legs. Like when you think they do smithy stuff, they need big strong bulky arms that swing good. They swing weapon, they need big strong arm, big long strong arm.
Yeah, sure. But I don't see them being like proportionately from where they should be down to the fucking ground, like gorillas do.
Well, I guess not. I guess it depends on. I have a very specific like inspiration for that, which is a role-playing game called Trudvang, where they have dwarves that are just like, oh yeah, these are the dwarves that work down in the mine, and they have like really crooked backs, and they basically are balls of men. Then you have these like normal dudes who look almost like Santa Claus looking motherfuckers.
Nice.
And then you have the warrior clans that are like twice as big as the regular dwarf and have that like really broad, just like more broad than they are tall, and like have these arms that reach down to the floor.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, these are cool additions to like fantasy setting. I'm also thinking like, feels like we're talking a lot about like either D&D or like Tolkien-esque dwarves.
But in Tolkien, everyone looks the same. You have the female dwarves that are bearded, and you don't see the facial features as you would in a human female. And then you see the male that only resembles a male with beard and stuff. And when you look at them next to each other, you usually don't see a difference. That's how Tolkien described it, from what I've heard.
I always like that.
Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking about like going back to the Aesir and to our actual like folklore. We did not have warriors. We had straight up crafters. The dwarves, they made weapons. They made some of the best weapons, but they also made what's the rope called?
Yeah, the one that holds the wolf.
Indeed. I can't remember it, but it's like they are just nice. It's awesome to have a fact checker.
I'm glad I can be the one.
I wasn't even ready for it.
Well, it's so yeah, they're crafters, but I don't think they wore a lot. It's like they made a bet with Loki. They just wanted his head. They didn't get it.
No. Well, they did get his head, but they were not allowed to remove it from his body.
Exactly. It's like, and they just settled
Because
for...
they got the head, but they were not allowed to get the neck. The neck was not part of the...
Damn.
Indeed, and they couldn't distinguish where the neck stopped and the head started.
Yeah.
So they just settled for just sewing his mouth shut.
Gleipnir.
Gleipnir! Nice, I thought that was Odin's spear, but I was wrong. But yeah, they made Gleipnir. I think they made Mithril. That might be Canondor, I'm unsure.
Who was Sleipnir? Wasn't that the horse?
Sleipnir was the horse. That was Loki's child.
Yeah, exactly.
With a horse.
Exactly.
Which trans icon. The original trans icon,
I mean,
Loki.
fuck yeah.
I would say Bugs Bunny is the trans icon, but sure.
Modern. He's the modern.
Yeah.
Loki goes back
the
to
modern
ancient times.
We respect our queer queens.
But dwarves, in my sense, because I'm not into the mythos of Norse mythology as much as you are. The ones I've come across is from the God of War games, right? And they are only crafters, for what I understand. They have some tinkering about explosive stuff, and they make weapons and great stuff. And when they come into danger, they will defend themselves, but they will not go out of their way to attack.
Yeah, but you only also meet two, right?
Yeah, because the other ones were slain, I believe.
Yes, they're already fucking dead.
Yeah.
That's a problem that's solved.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, like, if we were to fight some, they would be like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Of course.
Because they are the best craftsmen. Of course.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Who would mess with that?
Yeah, and back to the Tolkien version where they literally have like war strategies and they bunker up to look like walking tanks, right? And every arrow that was shot at them would be just brushed off by their shields and their armor because it was either too hard to penetrate or too like I don't know how fancy molding it would be, like a stealth bomber, where the rays of the sun and the light would just bounce off so you can't see them, but in the same sense that the arrows would just bounce off the shields. I don't know if that's where they was their thing, right? But what I understand, it's very hard material.
Yeah, this picture is for the inspiration of the gorilla build, by the way.
Okay, that's a gorilla build.
Oh, let's see. But that's not in my opinion, that's not a dwarf. That's a troll.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what I was going for. With
Then
the mythos.
I thought trolls were more like orcs.
No, there are small trolls that are the nifty ones that always cause like small harm, almost harmless pranks, right? And then we have the big giant trolls that are taking down mountains and big as a fucking mountain, take down trees and just wreak havoc. Or is that a different kind? Because I know Santas, small tiny Santas. I believe those were trolls as well in Norse mythology. Yeah, I am unsure though.
Yeah.
But what you showed us, I believe that's more like a troll. That's a cave troll or something, in my opinion. Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure that cave trolls have beards, and that's like the defining feature above all else. Of a dwarf?
Yeah.
You need to have a beard.
Yeah,
Dwarves needs to have a beard. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a real dwarf if you don't have a beard to blunt your belly button.
Yeah, I've seen some very creative people make some work of that. But that's like dwarves are born with a full beard.
No, thank you. I don't want
No,
to say
like they
that.
come just like we children are birthed with the
placenta.
The placenta.
Yeah.
Dwarves are born swaddled in their beards.
Oh no.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. I don't know if the placenta is the equivalent to what you described about the beard, but damn,
The
no.
beard Santa.
Yeah, exactly. No. Thank you, not.
Alright.
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
We'll leave that then.
Yeah, I don't want to see like baby dwarf just have, oh, I'm smothering my own beard, woohoo! Even though they can't talk.
Yeah, I mean, would you prefer to be smothered in their own beard or smothered in the cord?
Well, that's just killing them. I don't know. I believe the beard is better than.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, but oh, so I get the option to either they die or they like it's come out with a blanket of themselves. That's a bad that's an evil comparison.
Okay, I have a really bad thought in my head. I need you guys to weigh in on it.
We'll see if we have to cut this out. Go
No,
on.
no, we're good. It's not that bad.
We'll see. Go on.
Okay,
What
so
if you take an
basically,
axe and just
no. So basically, the small dwarf is birthed, but it's wrapped up in its own beard, kind of like an egg. Does the mother dwarf have to sit on it for a couple of weeks before it hatches from its beard?
Oh, I love the idea that like it's not just that they're wrapped in their own beard. The beard is hard.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like nails.
should they have a little like eye patch opening so they can look out while they're getting?
They need to breathe.
oh, right. I forgot about that part.
It needs to be cracked open.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a Kinder egg.
Oh, what fucking fun thing do I get from this beard today? Ah, shit! It was a lemur this time. Damn.
Oh yeah, what's it called?
Dwarf surprise.
I mean, I would love it if some fantasy author were like naming different kinds of dwarf based on tiny monkeys.
Why do you associate dwarfs with monkeys?
You said lemur.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, it's like this is the lemur dwarf. This is what are the ones with the big eyes called?
I mean, every human is based on apes, so I mean, why do we only have to place?
But we're not
humans and apes
called,
together?
but we're not called ape names, right? Chimpanzee, that's not humans. Lemur again, that's not humans. Baboons, we call each other baboons to like keep talking smack about people, right?
Well, hey, how about like if instead of having like high elves and like wood elves, we had like Wukong elves? That would be so cool.
But that's just a like Asian mythology thing.
Yeah, but that would be based on a monkey. It would be like, hey, let's have every fantasy race still have a common ancestor.
But I'm also just so down with elves just looking like more monkey-like because you constantly have them like living in trees and big great forests. Like, of course they should swing between.
No, because in my opinion, elves are like. I don't think apes are beautiful. I'm sorry, I don't think so.
Well, but then I mean, you don't need to be all elves. I mean, I'm not saying that the concept of elves have to start looking like monkeys. I'm saying like it would be a cool thing if we had these like nature elves and they are monkey-like.
Yeah.
They have a tail and shit.
Sure, of course.
I mean, that's just Avatar.
yeah, except for the blue part. But yeah, of course, we can have some elven-looking monkey things.
Mole-looking dwarves.
But how would you like start? Wukong is a great example for being like it's very majestic, it's very human-looking, like it's very tall, it's very cool, with great moveset in the sense of like kung fu or whatever. It's a good start for an elven race in a monkey sense apparel. Yeah. Wukong, good choice.
Yeah.
Is there any other thing that is close to being like? Because Wukong is the closest to. I don't know. I don't even know what kind of monkey he is.
Same.
But like the Saiyan race from Dragon Ball, right? They are the same kind of.
Monkey.
Yeah, they are inspired by
Monkey.
Wukong monkeys.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, Son Goku is a direct inspiration from Son Wukong.
Ow, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally the is it the Japanese name?
Son Wukong?
Yeah, well, one is Chinese and one is Japanese.
Yeah, Son Goku, I believe, is the Japanese one. I'm not.
Yeah, Wukong is the Chinese.
Yes.
And Son Goku is the Japanese.
Yes, exactly.
Sure.
And I believe I read it that Dragon Ball is inspired by the Four Winds or whatever the
Journey to the West.
Journey to the West is called.
Makes a
So,
lot of sense. It is a very popular story.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I've never read it, but whatever I've heard, it has a great protagonist, or if he even is a protagonist, he might be an antagonist, which we follow. I don't know, but he seems cool. And the new game is a great like affirmation to his mythos.
Yeah, the Journey to the West, he's like a character that travels with the monk, but he's got his own like lore and backstory. Apparently, he's like 9 times immortal.
Oh yeah.
Immortal.
Immortal.
Yeah.
He became immortal like 9 times.
Yeah, because he did so many stuff to just erase himself from existence. He even took his name out from the Book of Existence, and the Book of whatever non-existence was.
You guys are talking about way more stuff than I'm familiar with, so.
Wukong is basically like when you make an OC who just like gets all the legendary items immediately and just like keep getting more and more.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bit of a Mary Sue.
Well,
he's also a shitty monkey.
Yes.
He's just an asshole of a monkey. So.
I think you're just describing monkeys.
Oh yeah, no, true.
But the thing is, he did like a lot of good things. What I remember.
Well, he was forced to in Journey to the West because he had a ring on his head that would shrink if he didn't do good.
Oh. Yeah, that's more than I knew.
Yeah. And also, why couldn't we have that in the West? Because, I mean, didn't King Arthur, like, he pulled a sword from the stone?
Yeah.
Did he find the Holy Grail?
Yeah.
Did he get some...
Yeah, he did.
Not him.
He chose to not take it.
Oh.
Wasn't it him?
I think that the Holy Grail, his knights was sent on a quest to.
Yeah, but they never found it, right?
I don't think that Arthur himself ever went to actually.
Wasn't the Monty Python movie, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a parody of the whole King Arthur saga, right?
Mm.
And in the end, he found the Holy Grail, but he chose to, because he's so light-hearted and holy light-hearted or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
He chose to not take it because there was either it was the riddle that if you choose the wrong one, you're gonna die directly. If you drink from this one, you will have eternal life. And he was like, no. Now I'm butchering the story so fucking much, but from what I remember, he chose to not take the Holy Grail.
Mysterious Grail Wanderers first appeared in Percival, the story of the Grail.
Oh, it was one of his knights then.
In the 1190s, Robert the Baron betrayed the Grail as Jesus' vessel from the Last Supper. So it wasn't. So it's just it's the cup that Jesus drank out on the Last Supper. That's that's apparent. Is that the only reason that it's so legendary that Jesus touched it?
What does that have to do with fucking King Arthur then?
Is it the same?
Well, it's still. Well, Percival was one of his knights.
Yeah, that's true. But is it even correlated? Because King Arthur didn't exist while Jesus existed, right?
Well, no.
No, exactly. So how is it correlated?
I think an author just said, wouldn't it be cool if this was like chosen by this was an item by Jesus?
Well, I mean, King Arthur was very Christian. All of the English kings have, for a very long time, been very Christian since Christianity took over Europe. So basically, all our stories goes back to Jesus in some way. I mean, even Joe's goes back to Jesus.
Yeah, but that's just he's just smart enough to like implement the Joe factor of Joseph. Jesus. Did he say his name was Jesus of Joseph, right?
Joe's
Jesus, son of Joseph.
Son of Joseph.
Yeah, it wasn't Jesus, but yes, something.
Yeah, so it might not even have anything to do with King Arthur.
Yeah.
I know. The only thing I know is like Indiana Jones. That's the most information I have about the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't even realize that Indiana Jones had anything to do with the Holy Grail. The only thing I have is Monty Python. I don't even remember the movie.
I remember the scene when he chops the Black Knight's limbs off. That was fun.
I mean, yeah, and I mean the bunny is fun.
Well, it's not fun. How is fun? He's just a rabid rabbit who eats people.
Yeah, well, it's a fun concept to have a white, cute little bunny just totally massacring all its enemies.
Yeah, that's just a genius move.
Indeed.
And also the French being terrible at insults.
Yeah.
What was Jesus could be translated to Joshua, so he would be Joshua, son of Joseph, or Jojo.
Yeah.
Insert Jojo music here.
Dun.
Was that Star Wars?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past anyone to put JoJo's in space.
Well,
True.
Yeah.
Well, we almost got there.
Did we?
Well, yeah, in Stone Ocean, the priest needed to go to space.
Yeah, he traveled through all time and space.
Yeah, he went to the space station because that's where the renewal of the world would start. So, and then the gravity shifted, and he got on a model rocket or whatever the fuck, that lifted up into the air.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. I have to say that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is insane.
Yeah, love JoJo.
Well then.
I don't love it. I like it. It's a good show to follow.
Yeah.
But I'm not dedicated enough to be like, oh shit, the next season is coming up this hour. I'm gonna watch it this hour.
Well, no, no, not either. But when it comes out, I will watch it.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it too.
See?
I've seen every other season. I'm not gonna stop right now.
No.
It's been enjoyable.
Do we have any dwarves in JoJo?
We have short people.
Isn't that what
They're
wagon?
called children.
Is the wagon guy
Speedwagon.
Speedwagon? Yeah, isn't he very short?
No, he's tall, sexy, and daddy.
Oh, who's the fucking short guy then?
There's plenty of short people.
I mean,
There's just the guy from part 4 who's like with the sound stand, made like words reality.
Yeah.
He doesn't grow. He becomes a man, but he doesn't grow any taller.
Okay, so he's the closest to dwarf we have in that.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's also just some very weirdly shaped people. in JoJo.
Don't talk about weird shaped people. Then we're gonna go watch One Piece again.
At least One Piece has some sort of
Consistency?
Well, no, the opposite. It doesn't pretend to set it to be like the real world.
Yeah.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It is literally made up to be in a different world than this we are living in.
Mm.
Yeah. Compared to how much water they have, how big their world is, and
How it's shaped.
yeah, well, it's just regular sphere shape.
Yeah, but it has like the largest continent, which is just a giant wall across the entire world.
Yeah. Was that the Grand Line?
The red line.
The Red Line.
The Grand Line is the area. Is the other axis.
Yeah, axis. Yeah.
Where no wind blows and the water remains calm, except for when giant creatures swim under it, creating currents.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Oh.
We're not gonna talk about One Piece. That's another topic.
Future topic.
Yes.
Adding it now.
Because that's so much.
Yeah, if we're gonna
about.
talk about One Piece, we can talk for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not getting there today.
Yeah. So Dwarves, Tolkien's version in the Lord of the Rings movies, amazing.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. In the lore wise of the books, I haven't read it. I've heard about it where everyone looks the same. They are all similarly built, but they are this mining race, and they do a lot of cool technology inventions and stuff. I like it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't mind. I don't mind that the representation we get in movies are like short folk actors.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's fine. I think it's good that they get more work.
Yeah, that's a positive thing. I think I wouldn't like it as much if people in regular stature would play dwarves. I don't know why, but it feels like.
But even then, because even then it's like we're not getting the true, like the true fancy look of a dwarf. Because like we mentioned, they need to be broad, they need to be muscular, they need to be.
Yeah, a little bit hard to move, sadly.
Yeah, they can't just look like a person.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Because they are different race.
Wow, we're gonna get so cancelled episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the mythos of dwarves are bulky, short, hard, and very, very like stoic. They are very, very like.
Yeah, very proud.
Yeah.
Very. What's enemies?
Stubborn.
Thank you.
Stubborn.
Yeah, so they're very stubborn. They are very traditional because they live for a long time, so the old people never fucking die.
Do they have a fucking lifespan longer than humans?
I mean, D&D wise, 450 years.
Oh yeah, that's longer than humans. But in the
Tolkien.
I mean, if we're talking mythos, I don't think it's very wishy-washy because there's also like humans that like seem to live for a long time.
yeah, but
Just go from
if you crossbreed some races, they would tend to live longer, right? That's
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would make sense. But I mean,
Yeah.
if we have a true human in the mythos, they would live to mostly like 80, 70 years between there, if they get that old. And I believe if we talk about elves, they live for thousands of years, right?
Yeah.
And I don't even know, maybe 10,000 of years.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing. At what point would you view someone as they are immortal or they have unreal? Like at what point would you go from they live for an extremely long time to we think they are immortal because we have never seen one grow old and die?
Yeah. In the sense of seeing someone die from natural causes like age, I don't think I don't think humans wouldn't call it immortality.
Yeah, if we're in the Middle Ages where people die at 40,
Yeah.
and we have an elf that like an elf lifespan is like 10,000 years on the short end, yeah, we're like, well, they're ever living.
Yeah, that's all. Okay, let's take it to math. How much is 10,000 divided by 50? That's 5,000.
Yeah.
You have 5,000 generations.
Wait, hold on.
Minimum.
10,000 divided by 50 is not 5,000.
Oh, that was 50%.
Oh, alright, yeah.
Yeah. Because but that's 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have 200 generations to see one elf grow old and die. If we have from 1 to 50 birth rate, which we don't. No, we have a 20-year span, so we have to divide the 50 between maybe 2 and a third. So it's like they have 200 plus. That's 400 and 400 plus years they see. So it's like 400 generations that they see one elf grow up.
And that would be that's just like one place that elf would have to stay in for
Exactly.
people to experience it.
Without even adventuring out to another place.
I loved. This reminds me of a little, I don't know, a meme or a blogs thing I've seen where they compared it to like dogs and humans. Like we see, because dog years are so short that we see like you have an old dog that is talking to its like young puppies or whatever. It's like where the owners have become older. It's like he has seen many generations of my ancestors live, and now I get to see him pass.
Yeah.
It's like the humans are elves to dogs.
Yeah.
This makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah, but how many years is a dog year? They live to like 13, 15, right? Yeah. And we live to 70. So that means like in 15 years when they are dead, we have lived 15 years, and we have that times 4. That's 60 years, right? So we have 4 full dog years, and they're gonna have puppies when they are 4 or 5. Maybe not anymore after that.
So like 8 dog generations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like that's insane. We are literally elves to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they had the capacity of intelligence to actually even acknowledge and forward that information to their offspring.
Yeah. What's an animal that lived for a really long time?
Tortoise, turtle.
Yeah, but they
Sharks.
Yeah, well, the tortoise, they're the water ones, right?
Turtle is the water one.
And
Tortoise is the one on the land.
Tortoise.
Tortoise is the land one. Tortuga is the island.
Alright.
Yeah.
So
With a lot of turtles.
Yeah, so turtles, because there's a turtle that lived for like 400 years ago.
Yeah.
Because they found the same one. Who was the same turtle that the guy the guy who invented evolution?
Invented. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
you're
just
talking
snapped
about
his
Charles
fingers
Darwin,
and
the
everything
best
is
inventor ever.
everything is reformed with a snap of his fingers.
Well,
like,
what was more cool, when Charles Darwin invented evolution, or when what's Newton
Isaac
invented
Newton.
physics?
yeah,
Yeah.
or the gravity. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the same turtle
Turtle.
that Darwin measured died pretty recently.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, so are turtles elves to us?
Yes.
Well, no, we don't see them as elves because I believe if you in the lifespan, sure. In the lifespan, sure, we see turtles, but then you can see that. What do you have? You have the fucking Iceland shark or the Greenland shark, who lives like for thousands of years, maybe. I believe the longest recording is 600 years.
No clue. Never heard of an Iceland shark.
Greenland shark.
I never heard of that either.
And that's like, if we start to see them as elves, what the fuck is a jellyfish then? That really, like, when they die of age, they just rebirth themselves.
Yeah.
I think jellyfish. I think jellyfishes are just bloodborne gods.
Oh, they are the eldritch gods.
They are eldritch beings.
Yeah, without their superpowers, because they are not even getting like preyed on anymore.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because it's like if elves are just live long time, then jellyfish should be like I will die, but I will come back. And I might not remember you, but I will know. I will be there.
Yeah, jellyfish is the proof of the Indian mythology. What's it called? Or religion? What?
Okay.
The Indian religion.
Hindu.
Yeah, the Hinduism. Because that's the rebirth one, right?
Yes.
If you live a
It's
good
one
life.
of them. Yes.
That's the most prominent rebirth one. I believe Buddha doesn't have rebirth. It has ascendance, right?
It does have rebirth. They are based on the same thing.
I mean, it's basically your karma gets rebirthed. It's not really you this is just me thinking about what I've learned. It's basically mostly your karma.
Okay, because Hinduism is like, oh, you did a good thing, but damn, you did that bad thing, so you're gonna be either, and they weigh you down and up. If you're mostly good, you're gonna become a little bit better in society, like wealth wise and living conditions and stuff. If you did a little bit badly, you're gonna be born into a poor family, or even an ant if you're really bad. And the highest status is cow, right?
Yeah.
And then you are like, after that you're gonna live your happy life. If you get killed as a cow, you're gonna ascend to their whole like bowl of all togetherness.
Yeah, I'm a bit unsure. I've only heard bits and pieces. I haven't studied a lot of it.
Yeah.
Is this a different topic?
Yes.
Is this
No, this is the dwarf topic.
Okay, so I'm gonna add the Bhagavad Gita into the document.
What is Bhagavad Gita?
We just said it's a different topic.
But you could at least describe what it is.
It's
Hindu.
It's Hindu.
Or is that we're gonna have a like religion mythology episode?
We're gonna have religion.
That sounds cool. And short.
All right,
stories.
slap religion on the list.
And mythology.
Yeah, they can be separate.
Yeah, they can, because if you pray to Ra and Zeus and Odin and what's the Hindu one?
Hinduism.
No, the
Vishnu.
And
Yeah, I got Vishnu.
and then you have
please don't come at me.
Amaterasu from the
Japanese.
Japanese, yeah.
Yeah.
And you have Long, I believe, in the Chinese ones.
The Schlong.
No. The
Be
Shu Long.
respectful of other people's religion.
Yeah, exactly.
I could not contain myself.
Apparently not. Yeah, because comparing mythologies, they are very, very similar but different.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
what
lot
I-
of similarities.
Yeah, that's what I think is so cool about mythology, more than religion. Religion is just follow this guy, make good things, which is cool in that sense. But it's also like, yeah, we are proclaiming that this is the right thing to do in this time of era, but now it's not like.
Well, it depends on how you discuss it.
Yeah.
Like if you start taking like, okay, what exactly is like the rule of ethics and what was just the rule of the culture at the time.
But that you shouldn't be able to implement culture in religion. Religion should be a standard point of how you would be living, whether you are cultural from another place or that place, because God is telling you what to do, right? It shouldn't affect where you're from.
Well, let me bring up this example. Islam they're not allowed to eat pork.
Yeah.
Is that because eating pork is forbidden by God for good reasons, for ethical reasons, or is it because they wrote that down at a time where they didn't have a good way to disinfect their pork and people got sick from eating it?
If it is in God's book and people proclaim it being the God's word, then it's God's word. Being that it's a coincidence, being oh shit, we have some pig meat that is infected with disease, which kills us, and we have to try to make our people not die from this disease. Then they just wrote it in. Then it's not God's word, right?
Yeah,
And
but
it
we have
shouldn't-
no way
yeah.
of knowing, especially us.
No, but then it shouldn't be God's word. Then you shouldn't be able to claim that it is God's word. That means also that every Islam follower is not following Islam, right? Because they are not following God's word. They are following a word from someone that proclaims that we are trying to rid a disease that comes from pigs, but we write it in a book so people follow it.
This is an entire discussion.
This is
a
another
can
episode.
of worms.
That you don't want to open yet?
No, not until the religion episode.
Exactly.
Yeah, I look forward to that one.
I have so much opinions about the religion, so I'm looking forward
We
to it.
cannot have opinions. We gotta have thoughts.
Well, okay. I'm gonna save it for the religion episode because I'm gonna open up in the religion episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
I don't mind religions. I have to make that clear. I don't mind it. If you do good by the religions, that's fine. If you do bad from it, then I have a problem with you.
I think this is also a point for the religion episode, and I think we might be done talking about dwarves.
Oh shit.
Or I mean.
Oh, we're moving on to small talk.
Or the end talk of the episode.
I mean, I don't know. What do you guys feel? I feel like we're pretty much done with this episode.
All right, sure.
How long is
How
it
long
been?
have we talked?
I have no fucking clue.
Does it say? Does it say on the recorder?
Yeah, we really should have a timer for these sorts of things. That's the thing we should know.
Oh, shaking that booty.
Yeah, no, 43 minutes. We have 20 minutes for now.
Right.
That's the thing. Do we want to have an hour-long episode?
I don't mind. I could take 2 hours. Just how easy it is for us to snowball into something else. Like, I could talk for hours, I believe.
I can too, but I think maybe. Should we pause the recording, by the way? Or-
No. That's fine. We should probably.
We can edit this out.
Yeah, okay.
We can fix it in post.
We should probably make it an hour long episode, right?
Yeah.
That's the way I
We're
start.
on 50.
I'm sorry, audience. We are. This is our first episode. We're still trying to figure
We're
it
gonna edit this out. You won't hear any of this.
out. Hopefully, not it.
Yeah, but 1 hour episodes, I'm cool with it. Just, I think, like you said, timers. Before an episode, I think we just make a decision. How long do we want to make this?
I will set our.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, if we want to have an hour-long episode, we know that we have to talk for at least 1 hour 30, 1 hour 20.
It's been 40 minutes, but it doesn't feel long for me.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, it's been long for you?
I thought we have been talking for an hour at least.
I mean, literally, we started talking when there was light out.
Oh, this is just how our country works, damn. Yeah, you can't blame our position of the country to the weather conditions.
That's fair. It's awesome being in Sweden and getting your 5 minutes of daylight.
Oh, are we gonna announce that we're Swedish?
It's 4 p.m. sun setting. No, people are not allowed to go home.
My longitude and latitude
It's
are
actually-
this, and my...
It's actually 5, not 4.
Yeah, and now it's night.
It's not night. It's
Yes, it is.
It's dark as night.
No, if it's dark, it's night.
That's not how it works.
Yes.
No. That means we have night for almost like 13 hours.
Yes.
That's not how it works.
That is how it works.
No, we have night starts at 6 p.m.
No, we can't set a time for it. That's not how it works.
That's why we have summer and winter time.
Yeah, because we need an excuse.
No, because we need the light.
Also, but night and day is not tied to an hour.
It is.
No.
It is for the sense of being like woken up.
Not the birds disagree.
Wait, what? They migrate. They migrate.
Not all birds.
No, not all
migrate.
birds. But they don't chirp in the morning of the night, you say, maybe, or?
Yeah.
They do. They chirp when it's still dark out.
Yeah, but some of them chirp before the sun even rises and pisses me off on my way home from the bar.
Oh, wait, so you want the birds to dictate when it's night and day?
Yes.
Okay, get a fucking bird. Get a parrot.
But then it's used to the lights in my house and it don't care.
Put it in the balcony.
This is the thing. But that's exactly the thing, because if you have a bird in a cage, you have to put something over the cage so that it doesn't fucking squeak because it's bright out and you think it's day.
Yeah.
The
So
moment you put something over, it's like, well, it's nighttime.
You're gonna go sleep.
sleep.
yeah.
Which is another thing, because right now it's fucking dark. I could at this point I could be at the office, I could be working, and they would be like, nope, still haven't clocked out. You need to work your 8 hours. But I'm like, it's nighttime.
But it's not night. That's the issue, though. It is not nighttime. It is just dark. Dark doesn't mean night.
I would say this.
Night does not also mean sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah, my point is, point. My thought is, if it's light out, it's day. If it's dark out, it's night.
It's dark.
I mean, that's also true, technically.
If it's night, it's dark.
Yeah.
No.
Darkness equals night,
No.
light equals day.
No.
Light equals good.
No.
Darkness
Day
equals evil.
equals an amount of hours on the day.
No.
Night equals an amount of hours in the
Day
day.
and night is so unrelated to our concept of time.
What is midday then, if not 12, even if
It's
it's
when
dark?
the sun is straight
No,
up the sky.
midday is 12.
It's a different kind of midday.
No.
Yes.
No, midday is 12.
Because here's the thing: we as humans have invented a chronological way
Yeah.
of counting
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But there's also just the spatial way of being like the sun only, like the day is when it's bright out, and
No, that's not how it works.
like,
That's why we have
that's how it's used to work when we were like more
Yeah, but people-
naturalistic.
No, because we could see a lot like more in the dark when we were like hunting and stuff. We were even we weren't woken up in the morning as we are today in
but we
the
didn't
past
go,
times.
yeah, but we didn't go. Oh yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, can still see. It's still not daytime,
But we could see in the dark better
Yeah.
than we can today.
but it was still night.
No, in the sense of like being a cave dweller, maybe. But we have modernized it to be able to have like hourly days to have a more sense of which way is day. That's why we work 8 hours from that particular time. To say, yeah, we work at the day, we get like rest in the evening, and then we sleep at night.
I can just add that, according to Oxford Languages, it's the period from sunset and sunrise in each 24 hours. So when the sun sets, you got night.
That doesn't feel right.
Well, but that's why I'm saying there's different like definitions of it.
So
Because
why do you call it night sun?
what?
Midnight sun?
Yeah.
I would, I don't know. I'm only half northerner.
Midnight sun, won't you come?
Because it's like,
Yeah, I mean, I can see an argument for that, and I think maybe it's something along your argument, which is time, and that is basically, maybe we started calling it that when we started to measure time, when we started to actually make clocks and define time into hours, but also people who lived all the way up north, they probably noticed that during these 6-ish months, we don't see the sun ever.
well, the
And-
other 6 months, then they only see the sun.
Exactly. So it's like they probably had some sort of word for it.
Yeah, that's called the midnight sun.
Well, yeah, we call it that.
And yeah, that's the thing. I see your point. I know what you're saying. Like that, we are not controlled by the movements of the sun. Like we will continue to do our daily lives, even if the sun has gone down way earlier than it should, because it's still our day, like us in our day-night internal day-night cycle.
No, that's not really what I mean, but it's close. I mean, it's literally time-based. We have the 8 hour of day, the 8 hour of evening, and the 8 hour night.
Yeah, the thing is that it also doesn't work because the hours in a year does not match up with like the 24-hour clock that we use.
It does, only by some few minutes, right?
Yeah, and those minutes add up.
Yeah, and then we have a leap day. That's how a leap day works.
Yeah, which is an arbitrary day that we had to add to make it work.
Then you also have a century year to fix the problem with that.
Exactly. But the thing is, either you have that to have a control and like regulated sense of time, or you just go wishy-washy and just like, who the fuck cares, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sleep at up to noon, which isn't even a thing because it's still night, right? And then I wake up when it's still dark and I say, oh shit, I guess it's still night, I have to sleep more.
Well, I think I enjoy the idea of being like dictated by nature. That like
Oh, because it's like 5 hours of sun in Sweden. You want to have 5 hours a day and then you sleep the rest.
Well, like it's not only that, but like we are animals, and we should like we feel following the way the sun moves.
But we're
on days.
evolved.
Yeah. No, I see your point. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying I also enjoy the idea of not being higher evolved creatures that have to dictate how the world should work around us, and being depressed all the time because we have a sense of selves.
Yeah, but that's also another thing. I'm not depressed with darkness. No.
Neither am I.
Okay, yeah. So that's not my...
The depression is unrelated to the darkness. The depression is internal.
Yeah, but that's
it's because
also...
we are thinking.
No, it's because we are
Yes.
feeling like... It's not because we're thinking, it's because we're feeling.
That's a can of worms.
That's another whole other episode.
That's a scary thought to think about.
Yeah, but without feelings you wouldn't be depressed. You could
but you also wouldn't feel any drive.
But if you are a psychopath without feelings, you don't feel depression.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think any-
achieve anything.
Yeah, I don't think
They
there's-
do.
I don't think there's any human who doesn't feel any feelings.
That's true.
Well, psychopaths are hard to recognize what a feeling is. What
Yeah,
I-
sure. Well,
they
yeah,
still
so-
feel their feelings.
They
Maybe
will
they
feel,
don't.
yeah, they will feel hurt. They will feel like physical senses as well.
I mean,
But they will only, what I understand, sociopath only feels for themselves, right? They feel like happiness for themselves. They only care for themselves, and
I think it's also a case by case basis. It's like one sociopath does not equal every sociopath.
that's the whole thing. You're either a psychopath, which involves sociopaths, or you're a sociopath, which lacks the psychopath nature.
I would say no.
But that's how it's described.
I don't think so. It's,
But that's how it's described.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like sociopaths, it's either or. It's either you're a sociopath, which is including psychopaths, or you're a psychopath, which includes sociopath. But if you're a sociopath and it then it's just exclude the psychopath norms, but a psychopath includes sociopath, or it's the vice versa. You're a psychopath and it excludes sociopath, but if you're a sociopath, it includes. It's either or. Because you can't be a psychopath without being a sociopath, I believe, but you can be a sociopath without being a psychopath. I believe that's the ruling.
Also, we're not experts at anything.
No.
Yeah, we have no. This is everything about nothing, and also nothing about everything. We don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, so psychopathy is generally seen to be more severe than sociopathy.
Yeah.
But they are the same thing, though psychopath has more other things.
Yeah, it's the spectrum where you have
Exactly.
person, sociopath, psychopath.
Exactly. You can be a sociopath and not need to be a psychopath, but you have to be a sociopath to be a psychopath.
Yeah, sociopath is you have trouble like reacting to emotions and don't feel a lot of like remorse towards or empathy for others. And psychopath is you feel basically no empathy for others and have so little connection with your own feelings.
Exactly. That's why people are very misdiagnosed as psychopaths, because some people are sociopaths but are diagnosed as psychopaths, and vice versa.
I think when it comes to diagnosis, everything is way more complicated than a clear answer. Because, well, you need someone who is literally trained an extremely long time to look at all the different variables, talk to a person, try to figure out where everything lies. It's like I think I'm on the side that if an actual doctor or someone who's actually diagnosing people are not allowed to just check mark everything and see that, okay, you're a sociopath or you're a psychopath, then I don't think that the rest of people should be able to say like, yeah, no, it's a clear line.
But that's what they do. That's why I'm saying it. A doctor that is literally like trained, have read into it, is saying that a sociopath can be a sociopath without psychopathy, but they can't be a psychopath without sociopathy.
This is also a great time to call out that if you are a psychotherapist or a licensed professional, we would love to have you on this podcast to actually set us straight.
Oh, yes, right, yeah, fly to Sweden.
Hey, leave a comment.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, everybody. That was our podcast first episode. It's very rackety and very like raw. We're not gonna edit this one. It's gonna be out there from the start and to the finish.
Hell, we are not editing this.
We are not editing this.
We have stuff to edit.
We cannot let this one
this
go
is
uncut.
This is the first episode. It's gonna be raw. We're not editing this. And it
we
is
said
1 hour.
We are editing this.
No, we're not.
Majority says we're editing this. We're editing this.
Votes that are in the rules.
But then we don't have the hour.
That's
No.
okay.
No.
Okay,
Everything
we can
that-
have 50 minutes.
No, that's just too wrong.
No.
What do you mean that's
That is
wrong?
too wrong.
What? Why?
Imagine now we put out our first episode. It's raw. It's dogging them directly in the ears.
I would say
we talk about our personal feelings on religion.
Well,
and
we have to
religions
someday, right? But the thing is, it's okay to have personal opinions about things. We shouldn't be like scared of them, right?
No, but we shouldn't like we should know that there are some things here that I literally looked at the mic and said, "Cut this, edit this out," because I realized, oh, this is a problematic thing to talk about.
Yeah, but the
Then
thing
we didn't even take up that much time.
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah.
No.
Here's the thing. I think we should cut this, not have a full hour, and that can be a part of it not being a perfect first episode.
Thank you, everybody. This was our podcast. Everything about
Nothing.
And
nothing about everything. We
You
fucked it
almost
up. Yeah, we fucked it up. Let's do it again. Thank you, everybody, audience. This has been Everything About Nothing.
And
nothing about everything.
And we are going to be your host for the rest of the podcast as long as we do it.
we're gonna cut that too.
This was the.
How the fuck do we know the outro then?
This was the white guy redo the high five on podcast ending.
Right.
Damn, we're awesome.
Oh, right.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Good job.
Thank you,
Awesome.
everyone. This has been.
This has been
Holy shit! I'm stuttering now. This has been Unene. This has been Unene.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.